self-care, self-image, self-growth, beauty, business, and books. Check out the free stuff in the description. I'm Gia G Dixon. Subscribe. New videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. How to rebrand yourself for 2022. Here are 10 tips. I'm in my bed right now because I'm really sick and I'm freezing. But first things first, change your language. Have high caliber language. I have a whole video on how to have high caliber language as a high value woman, and it's gonna be up here somewhere. What you give is what you get. So the way you talk about yourself sets the precedent for how others speak to you. So if you show that you have a lot of respect for yourself, people are going to mirror that and they're going to really emulate. Like, especially if you notice, if you start cursing, other people will also start cursing too. So it sets the tone for how you speak, and it's very important. What you communicate is not just by what you say, but how you present yourself, and 90% of what you communicate isn't spoken. Stop cursing first and foremost. And you can curse, I guess, like at home or when nobody's around or with really close family and friends, I guess, if that's what you do. Like professionally, it's just never a good thing to curse. But when you stop it altogether, you get out of the habit of actually doing it, and it's just not good because it's not specific enough. You're not communicating properly because it's slang. You can't get across what you're saying. I have talked to some people who have used slang, and I said, what exactly does that mean? The person just kept repeating the word. They're like, it just means this, it just means this. And I thought, that doesn't explain what it means. So when you say something is cool, what are you actually saying? Are you saying it's relaxed? Are you saying it's trendy? Are you saying it's cold? Speak specifically and use your vocabulary, and it makes you sound smart because you're actually using your brain, and that's something good to practice using. Another thing is, when you speak, don't be so self-deprecating. So when someone gives you a compliment, I have a whole video on how to give a compliment and how to receive one up here somewhere. When you throw away someone else's compliment that they're giving you, don't be so self-deprecating that when someone says, oh, you have nice hair today, or you have nice hair, and don't say, oh, my hair doesn't look good, I didn't shower, I look crazy, I didn't wash my hair. Don't just say thank you, I really worked hard and I'm glad you noticed. Someone is taking time out of their day to put the effort in, liven up the conversation with something that they appreciate. So don't turn it down. It's really rude, actually. So number 2, try new experiences, take classes, and travel. So these are all things, and when I say travel, I mean travel internationally. So I know a lot of people say I travel all the time, and they'll say something like domestic, like, oh, I go to New York. If you don't understand the language they're speaking, that's when you're traveling. That's when you're in a different culture. If they're dressed differently, they're in a different culture. America to England, you guys still do not speak the same English. Trust me. Go to Essex, you won't understand anything. Talk to a Pikey, you don't understand anything. Like, talk to a Scouser, you won't understand anything. There were 2 Scousers who visited in America, and they said, what language are you speaking? And we're like, what? You will learn a lot of new things, try new experiences. Take that class, that cooking class, that Pilates class. If you're dying to go to Barry's boot camp, go to Barry's boot camp. This is not sponsored by that, but go take a pottery class. I've been in fencing recently, and it has been kicking my wrist, actually, not my butt. My wrist is literally like this, and I'm learning, I need to do more workouts that are wrist incorporated and like upper body strength. I'm learning so much about myself and learning so much about the sport and a lot of cultures around the world and how people are competing, and I learned so many rules. I'm more disciplined with myself, and I learned how other people treat each other within the sport. All of these unspoken, unwritten things that aren't in my daily life are because I went out of my way to take a very specialized class in something. Whatever it is, try something new. You will learn a lot about yourself, and it's very challenging. You don't want to stay in the same place. You want to grow, you want that discomfort, change your relationship with discomfort, lean into it. Number 3 is what it brings me to, figure out your limitations and work on them. So say you have a soft skills issue. Like, I have a lot of soft skills issues. I'll find myself correcting people too much. That's really annoying, first off, and second, it's rude. A gracious person just lets things be. Sometimes in clinical psychology terms, it is really important to correct people at certain times. Like, if someone interrupts you, you need to correct them, and then they realize, oh, I need to not do that again. I'm a bad interrupter. I just have the worst timing, and I will jump in when I think something's over. But they say when men speak, give them an extra 30 seconds. They're collecting their thoughts, and I think that goes for everybody. Just give them an extra 30 seconds, see if their thought is over, and then speak. So it doesn't matter what it is. Find out what your limitation is and work on it. So work on something that is a flaw, I guess, something that you know you need to work on, something that you know you're not good at, you're not mastered at. You can be good at something, but you're not necessarily a master. If you can't write certain letters properly, I work on my penmanship a lot because I think it's really important important to have legible, powerful penmanship with purpose and intent. First off, it should be easy to read. I don't care who you are, but when someone writes with purpose, like, you can tell they take a lot of pride in what they say and the point that they are making. Number 4, master things and people that make you happy. And I mean, prioritize those things, those people in your life. And say, for instance, you notice you have this one friend who texts you all the time, and you always feel good when you guys text, and you realize, why aren't I closer with this person? Go out of your way to talk with that person because they managed to stay in your life all this time, and they managed to make the efforts to still text you after all this time. So go out and master that relationship and keep them in your life, and do all the things you can to really enhance their life too. So if they make you happy, go out and make them happy 10 times over, because they're worth it, especially if it's like your family. I understand when you talk with your mom and you're like, oh my gosh, it's my mom. I understand that. That's like one thing, but when there are people who aren't your mom, who are actively trying to be a positive energy around you, who aren't trying to bring you down, and they genuinely make you laugh, you find your time with them to be pleasant, focus on those people and focus on those things. I say things because there are some things that are like this too. So if you find that you found a TV show that you really liked, watch it. If you found out that you really like knitting and you're getting good at it, do that. 5, throw away in a garbage can the people that bring you down. So it's the total opposite, but and the things too. So if there are people who just are like, I know people who are vampire energies. Some of them are wallet vampires. It could be a toxic person. It could just be a person that you don't align anything with or don't have anything in common with. It could be someone who just puts you in a bad mood, or someone who doesn't consider you, is just consistently rude to you. I know someone who is really consistently rude to me, and I cut them out of my life. And all they are is a vampire. Like, all they want is my Hulu password, for me to like their stuff on Instagram. All they want is for me to show up to their house and then never come to my house because they don't want to drive. All they want is to do things their way. And it's so like, are you crazy? Like, and every time I say something, they shut it down. And it's like, I don't like you, so I'm going to stop talking with you. Yeah, I just tell them. Anyway, that's me. But throw away in a garbage can the things and people that bring you down. Number 6, find interests and hobbies that inspire you. So I think it's really important to stick to at least one thing that you can get really good at just for yourself, whether it be mixing drinks, organizing things, or your closet, your kitchen, organizing your makeup. Find something that you're really good at, like creating outfits and styling for the rest of the month or something. I don't know what it is, but find one interest, one hobby that you can really dive into and is like a huge part of your personality. I don't care if you collect creepy dolls. Do it. People have run out of interest these days, and when I say something normal, like I collect knives, people are like, that's weird, because I can. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Get off my back. People find it interesting when you have interests. Obviously, it's not like an interesting thing so out of people's normal way, because people don't have personalities these days. They're just watching other people's personalities on their phones. Another thing, to stay motivated doing these things by listening, just a way to stay motivated in general. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're doing your hair and makeup and dressing up every day, if you are trying to work out every day, if you're trying to eat well every day, if you're trying to read more books, or you're trying to get into more economic news, listen to a podcast, listen to an audiobook, or get a book, or listen to like a YouTube channel like mine. If you're like, I'm constantly listening to mindset things, which is why I created a mindset channel, because this is what helps me and I want to help you too. If you're like a fashion expert, you are probably subscribed on YouTube to every single huge major fashion house, Maison de Christian Dior, obsessed with all the news. I reference Christian Dior because the business model is literally called the Christian Dior business model, which is what fast fashion became today. So interesting. I read a book about that. You're probably obsessed when you have like all the Vogue, Nylon, Elle, all these fashion magazines laid out in front of you. Every page you have a favorite cover to cover you're reading. You're obsessed with it. How to stay motivated is by surrounding yourself with that life, creating a vision board. If you're a person who loves clothes, you can't see what I'm staring at right now. There's like a whole clothing rack right there of the clothes that I wear that are the most colorful ensemble that I own. I love clothes. As you can see, I'm in my rose quartz cashmere from J. Crew right now. Seriously, dive into whatever it is that you are obsessed with. If it's makeup, hop on all the tutorials, go like subscribe to the Zoe Report and Birdie Beauty. And if you want to master something, the only way to do it is by obsessing over it, living, eating, and breathing it. Number 8, clean your closet, clean your room, clean your bathroom. It's important to have a fresh start and just rearrange everything. So if your bathroom isn't the way it looks like how you want it to be, like your makeup vanity, take out the makeup that you love the most that you want to start using, have those main ones out, supplement them as you go, or switch it up. Switch up your routine as you normally would have them. Keep the shoes in front that you use the most, or if you want to use other shoes, put the shoes that you want to use in front more so that you can access them easily, and find a way making your life easier to set up these systems so that you can do the things you want more this year. And this includes your office, by the way, or your workspace, whatever. Like if you have like a small nook in your home, use that nook and make it yours and make it fabulous, make it easy to access, and make it like look neat and beautiful. Don't make it look so cluttered that your mind is overwhelmed, that you have all these obstacles to overcome when you're watching it. Make it as attractive as possible, or else you want to be there. You would just want to get started and work on whatever it is you want to work on. Number 9, have an intentional word of the year. I've been hearing about this and I thought that was a little bit ridiculous, and so what I ended up doing was having multiple intentional words, and phrases, less than 5, because I don't want to have it be over 5 and then I forget all of them. What I like to do to stick to it is I have on my wallpaper on my phone or my desktop or screensaver, when like I stop working, when the screen goes black, it says stay motivated. You can go on Canva, it's linked below, and it's totally free, but then there's also a paid version. You can create all these vision boards and things for your phone and for your computer and so on. You can create your word of the year to remind yourself, or you put it on a post-it on front of your computer, put it on a post-it in your mirror in your bathroom, and so that you see it every morning when you're brushing your teeth, whatever it is, or on your fridge, so that you always see it when you're getting ready and you can think about it while you're doing it, when you're brushing your teeth. This is who you are and what you are living up to be. This word of the year, this is very important to what your plans are, and you're setting intentions. If you're constantly reminding yourself, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, it's like a mantra. You're going to focus on it. Number 10, get up, do your hair, do your makeup, and get dressed, preferably in colors. So don't wear black and gray. That's just going to bring you down. Wear white. If you're trying to be emo, do the opposite of emo, and people are going to be like, you're not emo, and you're like, yes, I am. That makes you more mysterious and more interesting. Also, when someone calls you up, hey, babe, let's go. You're ready to go, and you don't have to think. You just say, yes, let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready. And the thing is, also, you can share your brand and market yourself afterward. So this is how to rebrand yourself for 2022. If you have any new things that you'd like to add that I didn't say in this list, comment them below, give this a like, make sure that people find this, and subscribe now, because I have a new video every single Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I'll see you in a few days, and thank you so much for watching.